and here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today. Today we're expecting visitors from New Brunswick. Hi girls! Do you want to go outside? They're walking at about the same pace I'm walking at today. They can do a lot of damage to a ewe's udder and nipples.
So, this is the Dorset here I want to use this fall.
So let's get started.
Ready to go, boys?
Nah.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's go. We're just taking turns with the rams and letting ewes out for a while. So, believe it or not, I am planting beans again. They told me it wasn't too late to plant beans. They said the insurance cut off the 15th of June, and my seed dealer says you can still plant beans till the end of June and have pretty good results. So I'm just finishing up a field right now, and I'm gonna get hopping.
Since we're letting the girls out in this field right now, every day is going to start with them, because this is the first thing I meet as I head out to the barns. As you can see, it's an extremely overcast day again today, and we actually have a risk of a thunderstorm today. But right now, Arnie's headed off to the fields. He's going to attempt to finish planting his beans even though it's past the due date, just because the ground is finally dry and we've got the seeds, so we're going to take a risk and plant them a week late. You would think a week wouldn't matter, and I guess proof will be in the pudding when we go to harvest them this year. Excuse me. The risk is that they won't fill out and develop properly, but you'd think, how big a difference does a week really make? It will be an interesting test, but if you remember how nervous these sheep were about coming out to this little paddock, you can see that they are making short work of it now, and they're only out half a day. They go out in the morning, and then we let the rams back out. And here's a little pumpkin we planted. It is a good spot for the pumpkin, as long as no sheep knock these gates down, and I don't think they will. But it seems to actually be doing good out here. It's got a perfect little spot, lots of privacy. Are those nice sheep, Ben? Do you like those sheep? Hopefully they don't eat our grapes that are growing there. We planted those there because we thought the fence would be nice for them to grow along. They're on the other side of the fence, but I see they're hanging over. And they're awfully close. Hopefully they don't eat those. Today we're expecting visitors from New Brunswick in Canada. They were driving by, and I guess they watch our channel and asked if they could come for a visit. New Brunswick is a 2-day drive from here, so we figured anyone who goes through that effort to come and visit are welcome to come have a look. So we'll be meeting them later on in the video. But right now, I'm dilly-dallying. It's time to do chores. He hates it when I say this, but first thing when he gets back, I'm gonna have to get him to put some bales of hay out for the rams, because it's looking pretty empty. I know there's hay there, but that's just the dregs. Meanwhile, as I go into the barn, there's a whole bunch of ewes that are still in here. Not an awful lot, but some ones who would rather have hay than grass. You guys, you're silly girls. Wouldn't you rather be outside while you have a chance? The reason that there's going to be a thunderstorm today is that we've gone from that cold, wet weather to hot, humid weather. I think it's supposed to be in the 20s regular temperatures today, but with the humidity it's in the 30s. I really would rather have cooler temperatures, just like the sheep would. But just fed all the lambs in this lamb barn, opened their gates, and they're good for the day. On to the noisy barn, so put in your earplugs. Hi girls, do you want to go outside? We'll do it. Let's go. Make way, coming through. Make way. Oh, hot in here. A breeze would be nice. Okay. As we head back to the back gate to let them out, I do the salt and minerals on the way. I don't need a lot today because I topped them all up yesterday. And I cleaned out the drinkers really well yesterday too, so I just take the stray grasses and make sure nothing totally toxic fell into the drinkers overnight. But they look clean. Hi girls. Oh, my rod. I don't know where the rod went here. So I just push it down with my fingers, which is a little annoying. There we go. Okay, let's get moving, girls. I see that one girl's got a really dirty bum. So we'll catch her and get the scissors and cut that all off. Okay, you're free. Free at last. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi. They're walking at about the same pace I'm walking at today. I don't know if you can see the sweat. It's terribly humid. It's like we're in maybe Florida, except without the nice beaches. Talk about dilly-dallying. The other benefit to them going out to pasture is that even though the curtains are down on a day like today where it's very, very humid, when they leave the barn it gives it a chance to air out and really cool down. It's amazing how much body heat those sheep produce. So when I stepped in this barn just now, it felt like a sauna, but already I can feel the temperature dropping. And yes, there are a few that are still getting bottles. They don't need them anymore, but I mainly feed them bottles because I have to feed Gimpy anyway. And I have to stay here and watch them because they're so exuberant with the nipples now and really big that oftentimes they'll suck so hard they'll pull the nipples right out of the bottles. And that's another reason you don't want triplets on your mom when they're older, and why you want to wean them when they're getting really rough, because they can do a lot of damage to a ewe's udder and nipples to the point where they actually can't have any milk the following year. They're so damaged. Alexander got some no-name cat food today because I'm not able to afford all the cat food. So he's protesting. He's following me around. He's got a full bowl of cat food in his barn, but he's following me, protesting that he's being abused right now. There's no hay in here yet because Arnie went to plant the last of the beans first. Oh, and you see, one's pulled the nipple out. See that? And wastes all the milk. So I'm going to let these Dorset ewes out, and he can feed them when he gets back. I feel sorry for the Dorsets not having any food, so I'm going to put the gate up out there anyway. Arnie has to take it down to put hay in the feeder, but in the meantime they can be outside eating. Guys. Hurry up. There you go. Hi. I think I'm going to sit out on the bench for a little while. cool down. I feel all I do is complain about the weather. It looks like I might even be able to get in here with my lawnmower to take down some of the stocky stuff here now that they've taken out most of the undergrowth. That'll help it grow back quicker. Normally Arnie would use the bush hog, and if it gets too tough for the lawnmower, I'll stop, but anything to speed up the process of things around here. Oh, that's better. The noise, just overwhelming. The ones that are crying indoors now are the Dorsets with, well, not Dorsets, Dorsets and Suffolks with their lambs in there, because like I say, there's no food. But it's not like our sheep are starving. Their breakfast is just a little delayed. Arnie's back, so we're just going to feed a bale of hay to those Dorsets. And then Rachel looks like she's got a bit of a swollen jaw. So we're going to deworm her if we can catch her. And then this barn will be done. Some sort, and you just want to do a quick grab, the best thing to do is put some feed out, and while she's eating and paying attention to her food, that's the easiest time to grab them.
See those marks in the field. So just got this sprayed yesterday. See, it's bent right over. Some unwanted alfalfa that came back up. Corn's a little water damage down in the hole there. And corn's looking not too bad. Oh, so this piece is put in real early. So, and I'm just done planting beans today. So just finished up this morning. It's definitely all over for the year. I think it's the 17th of June. I've never planted beans that late. So we're gonna go home and get cleaned up. They say it's gonna rain tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Our visitors are here, and they're giving Nikki New a little bit of her bottle. Not that she needs a bottle, but
The other guy's getting the
And we made a few hundred dry.
she done?
interrupted.
And everything's set up that way.
Yeah.
And these feeders here,
These guys are people who watch Ewetopia Farms every day, and one of them has a few sheep at home in New Brunswick, and they like sheep, and Suffolks are their favorites. And the people they came to visit live in Kingston, and they said that the only reason they came to visit them in Kingston is because we were here.
in Canada is because the Middle East people that moved to Canada, they're geared towards land, and that's all they want. Yeah. Oh, just gave these ewe lambs a bale of third cut alfalfa. They still haven't gone to the pasture yet. It is just scorching out there today. Come on, buddy. Better go out with the rest of them. Come on. Come on, bub. It's not that bad. It's just really extremely hot. We're supposed to be getting rain tonight. Come on, Ben. Come on out. So like I say, we had some extremely nice people that dropped in this morning from New Brunswick. So this is the Dorset here I want to use this fall. Look at that meaty back in there. Good testicles. That ram's a year and a half or 2 years old, I'm not sure, in around that. And it's the first time I use him. But I'm probably going to use that ram. I like him a lot. He's a powerful guy. So all these rams here just get second cut grasses, hay, a little bit of alfalfa in it. No grain at all right now. And they're all looking pretty good. There's a Dorset with the skurs. That's Hamish. Fantastic rump on him. That's Hamish. He's my favorite by far. Extremely good temperament. I think this is a ram we purchased from New Brunswick last year. Kept his weight on real good. But all these rams are in fantastic shape. Yeah, look at Hamish. Look at the front shoulder in that guy, eh? Yeah, that's a fantastic ram. Look at the testicles and everything. But that's a good Dorset right there. But he's got skurs, and people won't like that. But they'll just break off. Those skurs are very mild. So, come on, Ben. We're a little embarrassed to say it, but we put in the last Dorsets today. I think it's the 17th of June. So we're all done. And let's show you this machine here. So you know the machine's doing its job if she's that shiny. Yeah, that machine, I know, I wish I had it earlier. I love that machine, that disc. It's called a disc. Just for breaking that sod loose, or ground loose. But if it's that shiny, you know it's been working. So we're going to put this machinery away right now for about a month. And then we're going to start getting geared up for planting fall barley. I think we're going to plant a bunch of fall barley this year. See, look at that. If she's that shiny, she's been working. Took the edge right off it. Anyways. Extremely hot. I don't know if you can tell on my face. It's like it's scorching today. And I'm thinking we're going to get some rain. So Lynn doesn't deal with the heat that well today, so she's in the house. But like I said, we have some fantastic followers today from New Brunswick. Dropped in. Said hello, and they're in Kingston tonight. Probably having, they said they're actually having lamb. So, I'll talk to you shortly. I'm going to take it out of this heat for a while, and I'll get out later on tonight. Just feeding the sheep and closing the gates. And this is why you check the yards. Hey, buddy. Look, how did you get in that gate fence, eh? So, he's just stuck in the wire here. Perfect coyote food. A little dessert tonight. I might just leave you here. I better get him out.
Well, I'll tell you, it sure was flocking hot today. You can't be running flocks in this kind of weather. And yeah, so we did everything in slow motion today. I think the sheep were feeling it, we were feeling it, and I think even our visitors were feeling it. It was really nice to see and put a face to the name of our friends from New Brunswick, the fellow Utopians. And I'm glad they came here for a little visit and hope they had a good time. It was a bad day for a visit because it was just so hot. It was hard to stay motivated when you're just pouring sweat. It's crazy how the weather's been lately. But I hope you enjoyed your time with us in the heat. It's always something here, isn't it? And if you enjoyed your time with us, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Everybody says that, but it is important. But more important is giving us a thumbs up and actually watching our videos. So if you could do that, it's much appreciated. Until tomorrow, bye for now.